are listening to
Get ready.
The dope sounds of DJ CJ.
Ooh.
The smooth operator.
I'm ready to ride. When I told you my motor was running low. See, all of my life I've been hustling. So me it's okay for a man to cry. Yeah, flex you. Can't leave the crib without weapons. Niggas pull up and we check them. God said the love and correct them. This is the day of my life. We still avoiding the fight. Come get this left and this right. With a bitch,
one and only DJ CJ.
Niggas, they don't change the channel. Copycat your all distraction. Bitch, I'm lit like a candle. Why ain't your own we matching? I don't see you Michael Jackson. It's just a question, but keep it 100. Talking about you throwing thunder. No need to wonder. First you suck me like a plunger. When I told you I'm ready to ride, wouldn't know that you're not. When I told you my motor was running low, you was still by my side. See, all of my life I've been hustling, I've been dodging the fight. So me it's okay for a man to cry, like the tears in my eyes. When I told you I'm ready to ride, wouldn't know that you're not. When I told you my motor was running low, you was still by my side. See, all of my life I've been hustling, I've been dodging the fight. So me it's okay for a man to cry, like the tears in my eyes. I'm on that ass, it's a new day, full of energy, can't see me coming. I got a shot for the new wave, she gon' ride on this dick like a pony. Surfboard, I be fishing, just to throw 'em right back in the ocean. Have her cooking in the kitchen, after that give me sloppy, she choking. I'm about to set it in motion, love never not is the portion. Full of humor, I be joking, focus, for us, it's always a time in the place. Gotta add a little taste, one move, you disgrace. It's not a race, it's a marathon. When I told you I'm ready to ride, wouldn't know that you're not. When I told you my motor was running low, you was still by my side. See, all of my life I've been hustling, I've been dodging the fight. So me it's okay for a man to cry, like the tears in my eyes. When I told you I'm ready to ride, wouldn't know that you're not. When I told you my motor was running low, you was still by my side. See, all of my life I've been hustling, I've been dodging the fight. So me it's okay for a man to cry, like the tears in my eyes. Yeah.
Blowing trees like it's Friday. No Usher, but I do it my way. Do a buck on the highway. In a phone going sideways. Been doing this shit for years. Say nigga, just ask my peers. We running up fast like pew. Steadily. Blowing trees like it's Friday. No Usher, but I do it my way. Do a buck on the highway. In a phone going sideways. Been doing this shit for years. Say nigga, just ask my peers. We running up fast like pew. Steadily stacking them zeros. Gotta get a few more commas. That's on my granny and my mama. Just call me Dolly like the llama. I'm presidential like Obama. They don't want no drama like the DJ. The money move the way that we say. Just put the record on replay. Nigga, put the record on replay. We getting paper, yeah, blue cheese. Yeah, presidents, yeah, Benjis. That cheese, cheddar chips, guapolini. I need it all, yeah, every penny. We run it up like a track meet. My favorite hobby is stacking. Just want the bread, no capping. We train to go, what's happening? We getting paper, yeah, blue cheese. Yeah, presidents, yeah, Benjis. That cheese, cheddar chips, guapolini. I need it all, yeah, every penny. We run it up like a track meet. My favorite hobby is stacking. Just want the bread, no capping. We train to go, what's happening?
Say you keep it 100 on 2 blue. Running this shit, I need new shoes. I got the Drew Diamond boohoo. Bitch, you do what I want, it like voodoo. Can't forget where I came, I ain't no imposter. We still eating noodles, just added lobster. I just act like I'm broke, I deserve an Oscar. I made a thick, but I'm not a doctor. Hand me down to designer shit. Noodles and noodles, not lobster biscuit. I hit them out by a lot of shit. Ask me the price, I forgot the shit. I got views, but I'm not a YouTuber. I left my shopping bags inside of Uber. As soon as I realized I couldn't get it back. But it ain't shit, run it or get it back.
We getting paper, yeah, blue cheese. Yeah, presidents, yeah, Benjis. That cheese, cheddar chips, guapolini. I need it all, yeah, every penny. We run it up like a track meet. My favorite hobby is stacking. Just want the bread, no capping. We train to go, what's happening? We getting paper, yeah, blue cheese. Yeah, presidents, yeah, Benjis. That cheese, cheddar chips, guapolini. I need it all, yeah, every penny. We run it up like a track meet. My favorite hobby is stacking. Just want the bread, no capping. We train to go, what's happening?
Make him beg for a taste cause he fiendin'. Hit it once, now he stuck, he can't leave it. Put 2 hands on his ass cause you need it. I be screaming like Mike when he beat it. Do it, do it. Go a little more, let me show you how to do it. Do it, do it. Go a little more, a little more.
All you ladies pop your pussy like this. Shake your body, don't stop, don't miss. All you ladies pop your pussy like this. Shake your body, don't stop.
Make him beg for a taste cause he fiendin'. Hit it once, now he stuck, he can't leave it. Put 2 hands on his ass cause you need it. I be screaming like Mike when he beat it. Do it, do it. Go a little more, let me show you how to do it. Do it, do it. Go a little more, let me show you how to do it. Ass on fat, body on built, bag on done with the body on silk. Brand new titties with the body on milk. Slut me out, but the body on him. All bad hoes gon' feel it. Slim little waist had a hoe in her feelings. 20 for the bag at the top, I spin it. Give me that talk when a nigga up in it. Touch me right, fuck me good. Get up in me like you should. Break my back and give me wood. Eat me out, I let him do it. I don't ever bring him to the crib. Cause he gon' try to love me when he leave. Love it when I tell him what it is. Look, cause all he ever wanna do is me. Pussy. Make him beg for a taste cause he fiendin'. Hit it once, now he stuck, he can't leave it. Put 2 hands on his ass cause you need it. I be screaming like Mike when he beat it. Do it, do it. Go a little more, let me show you how to do it. Do it, do it. Go a little more, let me show you how to do it.
Baby, I sin and I sin again, cause girl, I'm a sinner. But only God can judge me. You know God don't like ugly. I'm kinda alright and you really fine, so maybe we on to something. With you, girl, I'm better, yeah, I'm better. You made me a winner, winner, winner. You made me a winner, winner, winner. You made me a, maybe we on to something. You know God don't like ugly. And baby, your face is love. I'm lucky. You made me a winner, winner, winner. You made me a winner, winner, winner. You made me a, maybe we on to something. You know God don't like ugly. And baby, your face is lovely. I'm lucky. You made me a, yeah. When I'm with you, I stand a little taller. I feel colossal. Feel like one of the apostles. Chosen by God above. I know your last nigga fucked this shit up. He had a gym, but he treated you rough. Girl, I'm just glad he ain't know what you was. LOL, shoulder shrug. Ay, them niggas miserable hating on us. We finna roll them up. We smoking on that hater pad tonight. They see my name in the flashing lights. How could I doubt you? Cause baby, without you, they wouldn't even know who I was. I made it cause of your love. When I pray to God above, yeah. I tell him I sin and I sin again. Cause God, I'm a sinner. But only you can judge me. I know you don't like ugly. I'm kinda alright and she really fine, so maybe we on to something. With you, girl, yeah, I'm better, yeah, I'm better. You made me a winner.
No plays with me. Y'all wasn't switching them lanes with me. When I was down bad on my ass, y'all ain't do shit but lay. Thought it was over, I pressed again. Thought I wish I could put on the man. We gon' run it to bed. My son, he good if he put up, so don't even name. I need to slow down on popping these tags. Putting that shit on, step on their neck. Ain't say too much, gotta worry about the feds. Need to slow down on popping these meds. African niggas gon' punch when I say it. I can front you a pack if you tryna get paid. But run up on me, you gon' end up dead. You know, Patrick don't play, fuck around and go fed. But you won't fuck, you don't end up on the net. Say it's up, so it is what it is. Big ass Glock on my hip, equipped with a switch. I swear I ain't worried about shit. Yeah, we got big ass knives, big ass Glocks, figuring it out. I heard they talking spicy, they talking hot, won't spin no blocks. Okay, I'm in your city, so come get with me. I got like 50, yeah, 50 niggas, 50 guns, we fendied up. Yeah, I ain't gon' call him bruh, cause if I do, then he gon' pop the trunk. I'm coming for blood, that fell over dub. I'm sick of y'all playing with me. Y'all wasn't catching no plays with me. Y'all wasn't switching them lanes with me. When I was down bad on my ass, y'all ain't do shit but lay. Thought it was over, I pressed the gas. I done went shiesty and put on the mask. 50 niggas, 50 guns, we fendied up. 50 niggas, like 50 guns, we fendied up. 50 niggas, 50 guns, we fendied up. 50 niggas, 50 guns, we fendied up.
Yeah, DJ K-Tone, it's time. We are the champions. We are the ones. The greatest city in America, Denver, Colorado. They don't want to talk about us. They don't want to bring us up in conversation. But from here on out, they have no choice. The gold mine is here. Denver, Colorado, bring it in. DJ K-Tone, Project Nay. Denver, we here.
They don't want us to win, but when it's on, listen to them. We put the pressure on them, then we get back on defense. Y'all know that we do it big, y'all know joking them. Take the ball to the rim, do what we gotta win. Okay, let's go, bring it in, ball, bring it in, bring it in, bring her in, hey, bring it in, bring it in, let's go, bring it in, hey, bring her in, let's go. Western Conference, what? Western Conference, who? I told your bitch grab the ball and shoot. Uncle Jeff gon' alley-oop. Malone gon' say the next move. And Aaron Gordon gon' follow through. Gang, that's my squad. We gon' ball till the walls fall. Okay, give me the ball. Where's Jamal? He gon' make them all. Okay, triple double. Give me the shovel from the bag and all. Okay, coach don't like when I be in my bag. I told him hear me out. But this to my high, you ain't scared of high, so you gon' fear me now. They don't want us to win, but when it's on, listen to them. We put the pressure on them, then we get back on defense. Y'all know that we do it big, y'all know joking them. Take the ball to the rim, do what we gotta win. Okay, let's go, bring it in, ball, bring it in, bring it in, bring her in, hey, bring it in, bring it in, let's go, bring it in, hey, bring her in, let's go.
The one and only DJ CJ.
Brace yourself, sports and music fans, because every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Arizona time is GO time. Introducing one of the hottest, most entertaining, and downright addictive podcasts you'll ever need. PD&J was good today. Hosted by none other than J-Dub the King and Pocket. These two dynamic personalities will keep you on the edge of your seat with their unique blend of humor, storytelling, and knowledge of sports and entertainment. And you know what makes it even better? They're live on YouTube and Facebook, so you can join the conversation and be a part of the action. We're always on the lookout for awesome guests to join us on the show. So if you think you've got what it takes to hang out with J-Dub the King and Pocket, then slide into our inbox at J-Dub the King. That's JDUBBTHAKING. And let's make some magic together. So what are you waiting for? You don't want to miss a single episode. See you on Wednesday.
Are you a business owner or someone looking for more ways and avenues to advertise and promote? Look no further. Contact us today for an advertisement. Email PD&J Media Productions LLC at gmail.com for more info. Promotions are everything. What are you waiting for?
How you doing? It's your boy Jay, host of PD&J What's Good Today. Brand new week, brand new Wednesday, so you already know what it is. How you doing?
Let's get into it. Let's just go right into it.
So,
folks, if you want to know why, one, shout out to the Orioles, doing a great job this year. But I'm not wearing this hat for the Orioles. I'm wearing it to represent the city. Past few months, we've seen acts of domestic terrorism. Yeah, that's right. I'm going in the deep end today. Baltimore, Seattle, Philadelphia, Shreveport, Fort Worth, and the nation's capital, D.C. I don't know where to start. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. That means you've been sleeping. The one in Baltimore is the most recent that's been highly talked about. Philadelphia, not so much so, but we're going to get into why Philadelphia is not really at the hot seat right now. Baltimore's hot because it was in a up-and-coming neighborhood in Brooklyn, Maryland. That's right, there's a Brooklyn Park in Baltimore, too, not just in New York, in case y'all didn't know. There's a Brooklyn in a lot of cities that you didn't know about, but we're not talking about where Brooklyn is. People having a block party that they have every year get shot up.
28 injured, 2 dead, 3 dead.
I think it's 3 now.
3. In Shreveport, they just determined a 4th one had passed away in that incident. So this holiday season
started Juneteenth. We asked for one thing, y'all. One thing, no violence. Please, just to celebrate. Now, I'm going to say this too about this. Those of you that don't celebrate Independence Day, you're just throwing pie in the face of the pioneers for this country. People want to forget the very first person that lost his life was what? A black man, Crispus Attucks. You don't know who he is, look him up. Kids, when you get to school at the beginning of the year, parents, have your kids write it down. Crispus Attucks. Look up the sacrifice he made for this country. The very first black man. And there were several others to come behind him that sacrificed their lives for the independence of this country. So not celebrating this, and if you're a person of color, you're a slap in the face to your ancestors. You're a spit on the ground. That's not what I'm upset about. Domestic terrorism was what I called it, because domestic terrorism, what it is. Look at these incidents. Look at where they are. They're at parties where there has been nothing but happiness being poured out, nothing but celebration. Brooklyn Park has been coming back, making a comeback after its Devil Day, I'll call it, the Devil Day, the low doldrums of time. They're making a comeback. DC making a comeback, talking to people that in that area. They're saying, man, it's different now. They're cleaning it up. They're really cleaning it up. They're making an effort now to make just not only where the capital city is, 8th and 9 and Pennsylvania Avenue, all that good stuff, the cross streets. They're trying to clean it up, make it a little cleaner. Philadelphia, we know how y'all are. I mean, hell, y'all booed Santa Claus. What the fuck? Y'all boo anybody that don't mean nothing to y'all. But still, Shreveport. That's another block party.
Yeah,
another block party celebration. Good neighborhood. Seattle block party. Do you hear the common denominator? Block parties, good neighborhoods. Philadelphia, I kind of went over y'all real quick, but should I go back to them? But I'm gonna go to Fort Worth real quick. Fort Worth, same thing. Block party, good neighborhood. Philadelphia. So the reason why you don't hear people talking about that, two things. Because the person that did it was a member of our favorite movement.
That's your favorite movement. I can care less about it.
Black Lives Matter. And if you're new to this channel, go back and watch history. You'll see how great we love Black Lives Matter. Now, not only that, but the person was trans. So we got the double whammy. So not only are you Black Lives Matter, but you're transgender. Now, I go back to this. I've been saying this for months now. Those of y'all tuning in, help me out here. First of all, hit the damn like, please. Because it's very little. It's just, if you're watching on YouTube, it's right there. If you're on Facebook, it's right there. You can even hit the love channel or whatever it is you want to do.
The love channel?
The hearts. Guys call it the love channel because that's what it is. We're about love here. With the heart. If I sound beyond frustrated, I sound like I need to sit back and take a sip of water or a sip of wine or something. That's right, y'all. I'm over it, man. I'm over it. Y'all, things need to change. I'm tired of people agreeing, but no action behind the agreeing. Not one time if we got an email saying, hey man, how about can we link up after the show or something like that offline and put our brain press together to try and do something? No, we haven't seen that. But y'all hear us, y'all agree with us. You say you agree. You watch the channel, so it must be something pulling you in. If I sound like I'm not going to be funny today, I'm sorry. I'm not going to be funny today. Not right now. I am tired of this domestic terrorism. It needs to stop, man. It needs to stop. I'm going to talk about another one. There's a popular arcade downtown Arizona. Got shot up last week or this week. Come on now. An arcade? An adult arcade? Are you serious right now? And the guy that did it had been there all day drinking from 1 o'clock in the afternoon to about 1 o'clock in the morning and just decided to pull his gun in and start shooting. First of all, like I've said amongst others, he got in there with a gun and apparently there's a metal detector and a security. Security, I'm telling you what, if your security is buddy with everybody, fire them. If you got a club, fire them, hire new security. Hire people that just don't go and do their job. They don't care. Even if their friends come, they don't treat them any different. That's the kind of security you need. You don't need somebody that gets dapped up, gets a $20 bill. Oh, I ain't going to search you, man. You gave me this 20, 50, 100, whatever it is. If that's how they feel, get them out of there, man, because they hurting your business. Your insurance is going to go up. Insurance companies might not even cover you after they pay off the people that they got to pay off. They got to pay these families. I'm over it, man. I am so over it. You can't even have a block party anymore without things happening. Things popping off, as they say. Because they surely did pop off at these locations. All 6 of them, it popped off. I'm not going to say somebody knew, but I mean, 9 times out of 10, all these places that they're happening, somebody knows something. The Baltimore one, mind you, they haven't even got a suspect yet. But for some reason, me and Jay talked about this. I've been saying this for a while. They're linked somehow. They're linked. Domestic terrorism. I'm going back to what?
But how do you
the alphabet community? I'm going back to the alphabet community. What they said a few months ago. You don't give us what you want, you're going to have to pay the piper. We will do what we want to do to get what we want. And ever since they said that, we've had more school shootings. Now we've had these.
So you're saying that the alphabet community is linked with?
Well, they're linked with that 3 incidents that we know of. Philadelphia, the 2 mass shootings, the one school, actually 4. That's 4. 2 mass shootings and 1 school shooting. What was the common denominator? All of them were trans or gender, whatever you want, gender fluid, whatever the hell it's called. I'm over it, man. I'm over it. I don't care who you love. I don't care who you like. But the minute you start shooting up public places because you're not getting your way, you got a problem. You got a serious problem. And I got something for your problem. As far as I'm good, you want to do what you want right now. You want to go to commercial, come back. I don't care. But that's what I have to say right now. I am tired of it. I am fed up. Leave the kids. The reason why I'm mostly fed up, 3-year-old, 2-year-old, 7-year-old, 13-year-old, 9-year-old, 12-year-old, 10-year-old, all got hit at these, and there's other children that have been hit too. Yeah, adults too, but what I'm talking about, the kids, man. I'm tired of it.
Yeah, that one in I can't remember where it was at, but the what was it, 3-year-old and 13-year-old guy hit. Can't remember what was.
I think that was that Philadelphia?
I don't know.
No,
that wasn't Philadelphia. I want to say that was out there in.
Oh no, wait, that was Baltimore.
That was
Baltimore. I'm sorry. That was Baltimore.
So, and that's just the crazy part about it. Like, so much has been going on.
I'm tired of talking about negative. Let's get some positive in this world. Put the positive out there. I keep stressing it. I don't care where I go, where I'm at. I always say to somebody, you have a great day. I don't care. I don't care if they take it. I don't care if they say something back. I'm saying it to you because I don't know if that could break the monkey off your back. Somebody telling you have a great day. I had my eye doctor's appointment right there. I couldn't see shit. Afterwards, dilate your eye, you look like a cat. Told them, y'all have a great day. I hope y'all stay safe. That lit up the office. That lets me know nobody tells them that. Come on, y'all, do better. Do better. More positivity needs to be put in this world. I'm tired every time I turn on my phone. Yeah, we know police are corrupt. I'm tired of seeing it. Show the police that are actually making a positive mode. And there's a lot more of them. I don't want to hear it. There's a lot more police making positive effects in this world. But we don't see it because guess what? People are so about throwing things viral. The lady recording something because there's something with her husband. And now she gets thrown on the ground. That's all over the internet. All over the internet. You know what the most positive thing I saw? A man stopped someone from harassing people in church, put them in a jiu-jitsu hold, choked them out till the police got there. Y'all hear about that? Probably not. Guess why? Because it's positive. Nobody was hurt except the man that was going to put a hurt on people. Come on now. Do better. I want to see positive. As far as I'm concerned, I'm getting to the point now, if you ain't got nothing positive to say, if there's nothing positive in your life, watch Sesame Street. That's all I got to say.
So with all these things that's been going on. My thing about it is like this. And I'm gonna bring it up just like this. They're trying to distract us from what the real issue is with what's going on with these mass shootings that's becoming more and more and more.
Quality H2O, y'all. Get your wonder. But you're right.
So my thing about it is like, hold on. You hear about here's my theory on a newborn cover-up that's going on. So they found the white substance in the White House and they tested it. And
it's cocaine.
And it's cocaine, right? But they're not talking about the real issue of what's going on, as you say, of what this domestic terrorism is. So you say you're ready for a change. How can we? And when
I'm not talking about it no more. We talk about this all the time. Talking about how can we? It's time. That time for action is now. First of all, whoever tried to get Sleepy Joe to stop being sleepy, y'all are wrong for that. Putting that cocaine in the White House. Y'all wrong for that. You know what? I know what I like how you said they distracted us from what's really going on. How about this? How many of y'all, and thanks to my wife, she brought this to my attention, and I had seen this before. There's a movie that's out called Sound of Freedom. Do you have any idea what it's about? I know I told you, but before I told you, do you know anything what that movie was about?
Never heard of it.
Exactly. All of this coincides with that movie coming out. So that movie is none other by the man himself, Mel Gibson. Stars Jim Caviezel. Sorry. If y'all don't know who he is, if you remember The Passion of the Christ, he's the one that played Jesus. This movie is about the $34 billion child trafficking. So y'all said, why is that stopping us? Not many people know about it, but you know what? It hasn't stopped people across the world going to see this movie because it's on. I'm going to say it's based on a true story. It is a true story. That's not based. Everything that's happening in this movie is how, from this man's point of view, the man that it's about is still doing it to this day. Still, he's a retired CIA agent, still doing it to this day. Y'all keep talking about the black girls that came out missing. This is the man that's trying to help find them. If y'all want to know, yeah, he's a white man. If y'all really want to know. The reason why I say that, because everything seems to revolve around race in this world, so why not keep it revolving around race? I'm wearing a white shirt, he's wearing a gray shirt. There we go. I'm wearing a black hat, he's not wearing a hat.
Yeah, I don't like you.
Inside my black hat, there's some gray. So, guess what? It all comes together, does it not? Y'all talking about what the hell is this man talking about? Has he gone off the rocker? You're damn right, I might have today. I might have actually not even got.
As you notice, I'm not saying too much because I can't get a word in. So I'm gonna let him go ahead and do what he do.
So, what's going on? That movie? Haven't seen it yet. I wanted to see it, but unfortunately, our daughter was with us, and I don't want to subject her to that. Although I always say I like to keep my kids with an open mind and everything. I don't want her to see that right now. No, it's not a movie for her. But I'm telling y'all right now, go see the movie. Understand what's going on in this world that they have not told us. Thank you, Mel Gibson. That's all I got to say. Thank you. If no one does anything in this world, it is actually you. Protect this man. It's a 4-part documentary, so this is just part 1. I wonder what the rest of them have. Rumor has it that the list, that the so-called Epstein list, is somehow entwined in this movie, or in this documentary. So we'll find out, won't we?
Now, you brought up Jeffrey Epstein. That's the man that they got in prison.
I thought he was dead.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They got that man while he was in prison. I don't believe that man killed himself. I believe somebody killed him.
Somebody killed him.
Somebody had to. Somebody killed that man.
And it was so quiet when it happened. So quiet. Jeffrey Epstein found hung in his cell. Oh.
Shut up.
It was so quiet. Then they said, well, the guard that was supposed to be there, he signed, but now he wasn't there.
It's showing at AMC.
AMC theaters, man. AMC theaters. AMC. Yeah. And it's funny you didn't say the truth. I'm glad you put it like that. Where is it showing? Because they didn't talk. Have you ever seen a simple advertisement for this movie, except for maybe it may have came across on Facebook? I did hear about it a few months ago, and then you know how you hear about things, and then then my wife brought it up. I'm like, that sounds familiar, but I'm not sure what that is. Then I look, oh, that movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I never heard of it. And before we get deeper into the show, I gotta give a shout out to my son. Tomorrow's your day, son. I hope you enjoy it. Walk across that stage and get what you earn, son. Get what you earn. I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you, and I'm a proud father. But anyway, going back into what we were talking about.
We gonna stay there for a second. That brings us to a positive influence on the black community, because what? He is a black man walking across the stage. So you know what? This show is for you. Well, I'm not gonna say the show's for you. No, negative.
Yeah,
but this part of the show is for you.
Shut up. Sponsored by. No, I'm playing. Yeah, this ain't gonna be too much of a hippity hoppy. Maybe with this one, this subject that we're about to go into might be. But a lot of the ESPN layoffs, it was like a.
I don't know. How's that hippity hoppity?
It's
the fuck people losing their jobs.
We can. That part right there. You just made it hippity hoppity.
Come on, this is gonna be nice. Actually, you know what? It is good because they got paid out the contract.
They did. So, yeah. They did. So it's not like they.
So ESPN, I heard y'all hiring, right? And we got a podcast. We'd like to get across the world, ESPN. Shout out to y'all. We ain't asking for much. We ask for benefits.
We'll talk sports all day. We ain't got no problem.
Benefits. 401-753K. Stocks.
Maybe we don't even need to be talking to ESPN. Maybe we need to holler at Disney.
Well, see, you got to get in with Disney, or you got to pitch it to ESPN so they can pitch it to Disney for us.
Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha.
So we got to get our foot in the door before it closed, and then they let us in. Then we like that. So, we're not controversial 75% of the time, but 65% of that, 75% of the time.
What?
We're not controversial. We're just controversial. Now, if you get what I'm saying, hit the like. If you don't get what I'm saying, still hit the damn like. I don't care. Hit that button.
What's in the cup?
Good quality H2O.
No, I'm not talking about that.
I got something on my shoulder. That's what's in my cup.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. No wonder why you off the chain today. Okay, that makes sense. All right. Anyway, so ESPN firing what? How much would you say?
Well, the whole boxing group, except for damn Tim Bradley, is gone.
You're blocking your.
I did that on purpose because that way they can hear your voice, but they don't know who's saying it. We're trying to get ESPN to sign us. So this is our blur. We don't have a blur thing, so this is the blur.
You're dumb. Oh shit! Wow.
But no, ESPN, man. I wouldn't mind being on there. I would not be. I mean, I would be. I would be. I can't even say.
You can, because you wouldn't. You wouldn't. Look, ESPN so bad, Stephen A. that just got a massive contract is thinking that his days are numbered. Well, yeah. You heard me. If you can hunt, you can hear.
Y'all wondering okay, first of all, how do I feel about Stephen A?
I don't care about how you feel about Stephen A.
You looking at me like, I'll take it from first take. I'll turn it back to cold pizza. Fuck that.
First take to cold pizza? What the fuck?
Remember it used to be called cold pizza?
Yeah, no wonder why it worked. It didn't work. But yeah, so Trulu, just to answer your question, they literally let go. I want to say about a good number, 10%, about a good 10% of their staff and analysts. And they let go. Jalen Rose.
Wait, we're gonna get the list.
Oh, get the list. It was Jalen Rose, Max Kellerman, Todd Shea, Vince Carter is coming up, Andre Ward.
Vince Carter's not on the list.
Yeah, Vince Carter. I'll show you right now. Vince Carter is coming up as far as leaving when his contract's up.
Neil Everett, Chris Chelios, Rob Ninkovich, Keyshawn J. Will, and
Keyshawn Smith. Yeah,
Keyshawn Smith,
not Keyshawn Johnson. Oh, who the fuck?
I have no idea. Max Kellerman, like you said. Jeff Van Gundy. Jalen Rose, which I really don't care. I didn't like Jalen. Max Kellerman, which you already said Keyshawn. Susie Colbert, which was a surprise.
And then September.
Steve Young, which that was another one I kind of was surprised by. I guess not really.
Vince Carter's coming up on his contract expiring in September.
It doesn't say he's being cut. It just says contract's coming up. So
ESPN soon to part ways with basketball analyst Vince Carter.
That's Sports Illustrated saying that. So that's not necessarily going to be. It says they're set to part ways.
Yeah. So they're not going to renew his contract. I guarantee they're not going to renew that man's contract.
We have no say in that, y'all. So if it happens, it happens. We don't know for sure.
We don't know. Yeah. But they are letting go. They're clearing house. A lot of veterans are going. I told you, we talked about this too. I told you my conspiracy theory with Jeff Van Gundy.
No. You said Jalen Rose.
But also Jeff Van Gundy. My thing about it, they don't have enough money to pay him. Remember I told you that?
Oh, yeah. Ashley Brewer, Matt Hasselbeck. Wait, the list is still going. I'm sorry, y'all. Matt Hasselbeck, Ashley Brewer, Jesus, June Lee, LaFonso Ellis, David Pollock, Nick Friedel, Andre Ward, which that was Doug Kazarian. I don't know how that's going to work. Gino Wojciechowski, Woj, as he's called. That's just, put it this way.
Mark Jackson. Did you mention Mark Jackson?
No, Mark Jackson's not even on this list. I didn't see him on the list. Either way, a lot of big time people, which is funny to me because, well, not funny. Well, yeah, it is. Because Pat McAfee just got the highest contract. He's getting more money than Stephen A.
Yeah, I read that.
So you tell me what's going on. You signed Pat McAfee and cut all these other people. I'm sorry. Todd McShay was your college football guy. Now Pat McAfee is basically replacing him.
Yeah.
Max Kellerman and Andre Ward were the two most knowledgeable non-biased boxing heads on the show, which is maybe that's why they got rid of them, because Tim Bradley is so far up there behind. It's, yeah.
Well, we don't know what's going on with Disney or ESPN for that fact. All we can do is speculate. We don't know why there haven't been any reports in regards to reason why these specific individuals are going. We know that ESPN is in the process of rebuilding. I guarantee you the ratings have decreased and they're going to continue to.
I don't even watch Get Up now.
You don't?
No. I tried to watch it this morning, but then I got so distracted that I had to get dressed to go to my appointment.
You know what? I haven't even watched First Take in a couple of days because the last time I watched it, Stephen A. wasn't on it. They had a whole bunch of guest hosts.
So here's what I want y'all to do. The next time y'all watch ESPN, they've already said that the Connecticut office, the main office, is like a ghost town. People are walking on eggshells. Nobody's happy or excited. Because if you look at all these names, why? Keyshawn Johnson, I'm not saying I was a fan of him. I'm not saying I'm not a fan of him. Could have been done differently. But here's what you got to think too. They now have the Mannings intel. So you got to think outside of that box to understand why they did this. And looking at what it is, because Susie Colbert is the one that made no sense to me. She's always on the sideline, always on the field, always doing something involved with sports. So seeing her go, I can think Fox. Or, like I told you, NBA on NBC could make a comeback now. Because you got the perfect people. I don't like Jalen Rose, but, I mean, he could go to NBA on NBC. You got Van Gundy, Susie Colbert. That's the team right there. That's a whole team.
Now, I would boycott ESPN if they got rid of Mike Warburg.
I don't think they could.
I don't think they could too, but if they just think about it. Warburg gone, it wouldn't be right. It wouldn't feel right, right?
Well, the only thing I also think of, because they got some that do limited sports, like the one guy that Brad Darby, remember him?
Yeah,
he does NASCAR.
Yeah.
So expanding him back into basketball, probably that could be something. The one guy from golf, I can't think of his name. He's funny as heck. The black guy, the bald-headed short dude that always used to talk about
golf.
Yeah, I can't think of his name.
I know who you're talking about though.
So they've got some talent there that not many people know about. But I mean, what they've got to replace, though. I mean,
do you think they're doing that to try to save themselves a couple of bucks?
Well, that's exactly what it's about, because they said
Bob Iger,
the CEO himself, said we have to cut. I think it was $5 billion or something like that. In some way, they've been trimming shows off of that weren't successful on Disney Plus, and they already said they were going to lay some people off. So looking at the people they laid off, they're probably made up on a big chunk of that money. Now, mind you, you can't say we don't know if any of these people are coming back. They could come back at cheaper contracts later on. I mean, it happens all the time. That's just unfortunately, the nature of the business. I hate using that line, but yeah, that is the nature of the business. We could see some of these people come back at cheaper contracts. Now, the thing is, some of them, the contracts were up. Others, they had to pay them out. A lot of them, their contracts were not up, and they had to pay them out. That's one thing to also look at. That's why when you talk about Vince Carter, I forgot how much his contract was. That's why when September comes around, although they're talking about they may get rid of him, he may come back and negotiate with him and say, hey, you know what, I'll take a pay cut.
But then again, he might go to NBC too. You never know.
If like we're saying, TNT. Because remember, y'all got TNT too. TNT could take on a lot of this. I mean, a lot of these NBA people, TNT could take over. They got to set up
because Barkley is about to leave. I think they're lining up for Draymond, because I guarantee you within the next how many years did Draymond get? He didn't get 4 years for it. He got $100 million for how many years?
No, 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
4 years for $100 million. And it's a.
I think this is his last contract, bro.
Yeah, it's definitely. He'll be 37 or something.
I think this is his last contract.
I'm with you on that. I see it. I definitely see it.
And then I can see him transitioning into that role of being an analyst for TNT. They've been grooming.
Well, the thing is, he's had his podcast, so he's been working on it.
Yeah. Oh, so I know this is a little bit off subject, but did you see the video I sent you of Mike Tyson hotboxing with Stephen A. Smith?
Oh, yeah. This is for our boxing people.
I like what he said, though. Let me put it out there. Stephen A. was not hotboxing with Mike Tyson. He wasn't smoking the weed.
Not everybody does on the show. So y'all know not everybody does. Some people just come on.
It's Mike Tyson's podcast, Hotboxing. And Stephen A. was on there, and he was talking about if Devin Haney and Gervonta Tank Davis was to fight, that Devin Haney don't want that smoke. And the way that he broke it down, now keep in mind, boxing ain't his thing. He's an analyst more so into basketball, but he knows boxing.
His history of boxing, he knows. He doesn't know the intricacies.
Correct.
That's why he's an analyst.
Correct.
That's why he loved Max Keller.
Correct. But what he said makes sense. I don't think right now at this time, and we talked about it, I don't think at this particular time and juncture, Devin Haney versus Tank Davis, Haney don't want that.
I'm going to take you up one notch. It's not about this time. Haney will never want to get in the ring with Tank Davis.
Okay, I'll give you that one too.
And I'm going to tell you now, what people don't want to give this man his credit for, which I get it. I understand. Because he came out of Mayweather, but he didn't actually, I'm wrong. Erase that from the record. He didn't come out of Mayweather's camp. He was always a force to be reckoned with before Mayweather. Mayweather saw that talent. And if you talk to Mayweather himself has said, this boy's scary. He can either outbox you or he can knock you out, depending on what he feels like doing.
Haney or Tank?
Tank.
So okay.
We're talking about Tank.
Okay.
He's like, Tank he's a different animal. He was like, I think the best thing that happened to Mayweather is his hands got brittle. The worst thing that happened to everybody else is Mayweather's hands.
I want true opinion about this. Would you pay to see Tank versus Haney? I want to know. Who would pay to see?
See,
wrong question.
It's a setup. Because the real question you want to ask, but you don't want to ask, are you going to pay to see what round Haney get knocked out in? That's the question. That's the question that nobody wants to hear. Because that's truly what happens. That is what happens when you get in the ring with this man. The first couple rounds, although recently, like with Ryan, he had studied him so much and he already knew he was a pup. Ryan was not ready for Tank. Ryan just talked his way into that fight. Tank's the type of dude who'll let you talk your trash to the point like, you know what? You're talking too much. Come on. Come on. He already said what he wanted to do after he got on from under Mayweather. His exact words, I'm tired of everybody talking. I'm going to get niggas. That's what he said. I'm going to get these niggas. I'm going to knock them all out, line them up. I'm going to knock them out. Just so happened, Ryan been talking for what, 2-3 years? He's been talking since he beat old boy, oh my gosh, from London, because he hadn't fought since. Because he got knocked down by the dude. I can't think of his name. Y'all help me out. He was Olympian. He been talking trash about Tank since then. And Tank just like, you're not ready. You know what? Everybody talking about I'm scared. Go ahead. Let's send this boy a contract. And then he gave him some silly demands, which he didn't really have to give him them demands. He would have knocked him out regardless. He just wasn't ready.
Staying on boxing, though, it looks like Clarissa Shields and Savannah Marshall, too, might be actually in the process of happening.
All this is about Clarissa getting revenge for her homegirl losing. And then,
Did you expect the loss, though? Did you expect Savannah Marshall to win?
I didn't. I'm being honest with you. I didn't. She was moving up in weight to a new weight class for her. Franchon, actually, they both lost to Clarissa Shields professionally. That's what people don't understand. And Franchon and Clarissa are really, really good friends. Most of the women boxers, they say, are really good friends, with the exception of Savannah Marshall and Clarissa Shields, for obvious reasons. And if y'all don't know those reasons, because we have to go back and say it, Savannah Marshall is the only woman alive that's ever beaten her in a boxing ring. MMA is different. In a boxing ring, she's the only woman that's ever beaten Clarissa Shields in her amateurs. And she lived off of that for how long?
For how long? And then she got her ass whooped. And now
she got beat from the famous words from pillar
to post. Now she wants it again.
She earned it. I mean, she won the belt, and that's what.
And that's the crazy part about it. Savannah wants to get in that ring again with Shields.
But you leaving out one key thing there. I was waiting for you to say it because you brought it up to me before I brought it up to you. With 3-minute rounds.
That's the petition. That's what Clarissa wants. Let's be clear. Clarissa wants women's fights to now be at 3 minutes, especially against Savannah Marshall, because she's going to tear her apart.
And here's the thing: what I want y'all to understand, in case y'all don't know, women's boxing is 2-minute rounds. So put it this way: if there were 2-minute rounds, the Bone Collector, Errol Spence, probably wouldn't have as many knockdowns as he does, technical knockouts, whatever you want to call it. There would be a lot of boxers that wouldn't have as many knockouts if it was 2-minute rounds. Now, in saying that, not saying they wouldn't have any wins, they wouldn't have as many knockouts. So why not give the women that chance? Give them the 3-minute rounds. You don't have to extend it to 12 championships. Keep it 10 rounds for the championship bout or whatever it is, 10 rounds, and let it go. Let them women, because these women are warriors. They do it in practice. They do it in
Let's be honest. Some of the women look better than the men doing it.
Some of the women are fighting these men and looking good.
We're not going to get into that.
No, and if I really need to go there,
no, don't go there. We're not going there.
No, I am. J-Rock even said that Alicia Baumgartner, look her up. He was like, I don't want her.
That's a woman that you don't want to cross in the dark alley at night.
Her and Clarissa, put them side by side. I see them coming. Y'all can have this out.
You know what? I can't lie. When it comes to female boxing, call me biased, but Clarissa Shields is my favorite female boxer.
Well, there's not many to know. I mean, it really isn't. I love watching them because they are so freaking technical.
Yeah.
And especially when they have a trainer who trains men as well as women. You look at the ones that have that. They have the best records. They understand the fight game better. And they don't fight like this. There's some of them out there doing it and getting picked apart. getting picked apart left and right.
Trulu says equal rights, as well as equal opportunity.
Yes, exactly. Give them that opportunity. Give them that opportunity to sit there and do the damn thing. I will be excited with the first match being Clarissa Shields versus Amanda Marshall 3-minute rounds. Because what Clarissa says, and she's right, people talk about her not having knockouts. Do you understand? If they give them that extra minute,
there's a lot that can happen in 60 seconds. We've seen knockouts in 3.
We've seen knockouts in 28 seconds.
We've seen knockouts in 3. Ding! Fight's over!
We've seen a man walk out the ring because he said, y'all ain't paying me enough.
That part. He got his ass beat so much that ding.
No, it wasn't that. It was the fact they were not going to get the pot he wanted. They didn't give him. And he signed the dotted line just to get the money. Turn around. As soon as the bell rang, turned around, climbed through the ropes and walked out. They didn't know what to do. They looked at him like, what, really, dude?
Nah, but going back to Haney and Tank.
Yeah, getting back to that. So, Case, give you all a little history here. There's a history between Haney, Tank, and Sugar Shakur. I'm going to bring him in this. There's some history between the three of them. The history is Tank beat all their asses at one point. Now, with the Haney thing, the story goes, and if you want to, I'm going to bring Adrian Broner in this. I love the guy.
Adrian Broner had everything to do with that situation.
Yeah. So, Haney came to Mayweather Gym. He wanted some work. And he was doing pretty good against everybody. Tank was coming off the plane. I guess Broner picked him up, took him straight to the thing. Hey, this kid wants to get some work. You need to see him. Long story short,
Tank hit him with a body blow and
Tank gets in the ring with him, hits him, and the solar plexus. And they immediately jumped in the ring and stopped.
They stopped it.
Then they let him get down. But
they said, lighten up.
Yeah, like he's young. Well, like I said, he came off the plane, so jet lag and everything else. This is before Tank was really deep in his craft. You got to understand it. Haney wasn't deep in his craft either. Do I think the outcome is going to be different? No, because nobody's going to get in the ring and stop it from happening. That's the referee said, you've had your ass whooped enough. That's it. Call on it. Give Tank these belts.
Now, you brought up Shakur Stevenson, right? I think that would be a better fight than Haney versus Tank.
I don't want to see either of them with Tank. I want to see Loma with Tank. And I'm going to say it like that.
That's your personal favorite. But my question to you is...
that's not my personal favorite. That is the match that needs to happen. Tank has already beaten these two. So mentally, they're not ready for him. They will never be ready. Loma, on the other hand, is the same type of technician that Tank is. That's a ring technician against a ring technician / knockout artist. A boxer puncher against a boxer. That is the ultimate chess match right there.
So if there was to be a Shakur Stevenson and Tank Davis part 2, you don't think Shakur would have a fighting chance?
I just told you what the ultimate. I don't know what am I stuttering? Am I not making it clear?
Yeah, I don't want to see Loma. That's just me personally.
I'm telling you right now, that is the fight that everybody will love to see because of the technical aspect of it. Okay, yeah, you can have your Shakur and Tank. I'll give it to you. You can have it, but it's not going to be on that level.
Interesting. Well, folks, you know what time it is. We got to pay some bills. Be right back.
Hey, you. Me? Yes, you. Are you ready to take your brand to the next level? Hell yeah. GLM Designs can help you with just that. Word? From laptop skins? You lying. Promotional flyers. Yo, son. Promo videos. I need that. OBS Twitch overlays and backgrounds. Hey, yo, let me get that. Professional one sheets and so much more. Oh my God. Please visit our website, I'm on it right now. GottaLoveMeWorld.com today to check out our designs. Get it. Follow us on social media at Gotta Love Me World. Follow it. GLM Designs are here to take care of all your graphic needs.
Talking to the moon. Oh, we're back. My bad. What's good, folks? Welcome back to a brand new episode of PD&J. What's good today? I'm your host, Jay.
I'm your host, Pocket, representing 4-0, 443-301. and whatever. There's a new one, 240. There's a whole bunch of them. God damn, 202. I'll put that one in there. I thought that was 571. I'll put you in there too. DMV. But you know what? We was just talking about boxing, and that's the longest we talk about boxing.
Well, there's a lot that's happening with boxing this year.
Matter of fact, those of y'all want to see somebody up and coming in the welterweight division. Probably the next welterweight king. I don't know for sure. I love the way he fights, though. Jaron Ennis fights this weekend. He's got another challenge in front of him. Let's see how it goes, y'all. Let's see how it goes. Shout out to you, Trulu. I saw you typing in. I didn't get to holla at you. But you know what? That's enough boxing, y'all. There's another. In case y'all have been under a rock, NBA free agency started with a bang. And with a bang of a lot of people stayed the same. Some people went to different teams. Some people that we wanted to go places, they didn't go those places. Fred VanVleet. Denver talking all that mess. Remember I told them it was going to bite them in their ass. Talking all that crap about the Lakers. And the two key players that they needed went other places.
I'm going to talk about a free agency trade that actually signing. A free agency signing that happened that was so under the radar, nobody's going to talk about it. But guess what? We're going to talk about it. And there's a reason why I want to talk about it.
You saying so nobody talked about this?
You never said that. We never expected this. I don't think we expected this.
Nobody expected New York to cut it the way they did.
Correct. But we didn't expect this, and I think it's a good thing of why it happened. Let's just get into it. So, those that don't know, Derrick Rose is now on the Memphis Grizzlies, which I think is an unbelievable free agency signing. He went back home. He played college for the Memphis Tigers. Okay. So he's going back to where he's familiar with. Not to mention, I honestly think he's there for that mentor role for NBA Dumbo.
I thought about this because your boy's out for 25 games. Marcus Smart can't shoot.
That's another reason why they brought Derrick Rose in.
That's the reason they brought Derrick Rose in. And then also, I think this is his last contract. I do. I think after this, he's probably going to retire. He's now full circle. He started in Chicago, his hometown, right? And then he
got drafted in Chicago, yes.
He started in Chicago, his hometown.
Drafted in Chicago, yes.
I don't know why he keeps trying to say drafted. If I say started, that's the same damn thing.
Drafted.
Started there, won an MVP, the youngest MVP ever. And then, made his way from the Cavaliers to the Knicks to, I think, a couple other teams in between. And now he's back where he started his actual career. And when I say that, I mean his basketball journey. He started college in Memphis.
Yeah.
So I think this is different. I really do.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you think that Chicago might do a 10-day on him or a 3-day on him just so he can retire a Bull?
We ain't got to that point. But
you don't think?
You don't likely, but I'm not looking at that. This is, I think, a 2-year deal or something like that.
Yeah.
So I see him having a great impact because the Grizzlies need the offense. I mean,
badly. Yeah, right now.
I'm not saying badly. I'm going to say they just needed to make sure they didn't have a drop off with Morant. If you think about Morant's style, it's very closely related to Derrick Rose's style. So that's a great in looking at it. One
good tandem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now when when Shotgun Betty. Oh boy. Why can't I get this man's name right? When Ja Morant comes back. That makes their dench. I can't get this right for nothing.
Maybe we shouldn't be talking about this because you can't get your words out.
I can't get it out.
Yeah.
Their bench is going to be strong.
Yeah, they got a solid bench. A very good bench. They got a lot of depth. Their bench can actually, if their starting rotation can set the tone, their bench can carry them through a lot of games.
They got the defensive player of the year, where nobody talked about. They got him coming back.
Yeah.
Most importantly. And he almost.
Is Steven Adams coming back too?
Yeah. He's coming back.
And he's not injured this year.
I mean, that depends. I mean, they can end up. He could be a trade piece.
You think so?
Yeah.
Phoenix sure can use him.
Well, I think you got to get rid of Ayton first.
Sure can use him.
Need an anchor defensively.
Yeah.
But like I keep saying, y'all keep sleeping on Frank Vogel, how he works with big men. Just keep sleeping on him. Y'all may see a difference, and it may take a minute for old boy to buy in, but he'll buy it. He'll buy it. He's getting the money. He just wants to prove. And I think what happened is because Shaq just makes them get in their feelings. When Shaq starts talking about centers, all the centers, modern centers,
get in their feelings.
Yeah, they get in their feelings. They get in their feelings. Personally, it is what it is, dude. It is. I like the pickup, but I'm gonna go somewhere else with that though. Washington, giving Phoenix Bradley Beal, and then retooling themselves around Jordan Poole and Kyle Kuzma. Don't sleep on it. That could be a sleeper.
You think
team
that's a threat in the East? Okay. How do you think that Bradley Beal pick will work out for Phoenix?
Well, if he's healthy.
I think we talked about this. It was either me and you talked about this, or me and my uncle talked about this in regards to the rotation. I do see Bradley Beal as their point guard.
No, they came out. Booker's the point.
Really?
Yeah, they did.
It was either good. Okay, it was
Booker's
either
the point.
good, and that was going to be my number 2 option because you got Payne can't start. I don't see him as a starter. You know what I mean?
Because he's the only spark plug off the bench.
Yeah.
So, but here's my thing with it. They got Eric Gordon. I don't know if you know that. The Suns got Eric Gordon again. So there's another spark plug off the bench. So you could literally, if I were them, I would just slide everybody over and put Payne or Gordon started. Why not? What's it going to hurt? Because Booker playing the point, that's doing too much. Yeah, it worked in the playoffs, but you save that for the playoffs. You don't do it for a whole season.
I agree with you there. That I can actually.
You need some nuances. You know, it's things you do in the practice. You don't need to bring all your cards to the table. Which I think that's why the Lakers had such a good run in the playoffs. Because they didn't have all the cards on the table. They just wanted to get to the play-in. Once they got to the play-in, let's just get to the playoffs. Once they got to the playoffs, let's see how far we can go. And that's another thing. The Lakers made some good choices too in free agency. They kept a few that they expected. Schroeder going doesn't hurt as much because they got old boy from Miami.
Well, I didn't expect them to keep D'Angelo Russell.
They gave up picks for that dude. He was staying. It's a 2-year contract. It's a player option for the second year. So what it's basically saying is, you screw up this offseason, you can go.
Yeah. Okay.
You can go. By that time, LeBron's gone any goddamn way. But that's this NBA offseason has been amazing.
Well,
I wasn't going to go here with football, but I did want to kind of dabble in that a little bit. How does DeAndre Hopkins not have a team yet?
I want to know what AB is hinting about this partnership that he got with ESPN. That's what I want to figure out. I wasn't going to bring this up, and we wasn't going to talk about it. But you brought it up.
I did not bring up AB.
You brought up football.
I brought up DeAndre Hopkins
and football.
He ain't got CTE.
But you brought up football,
Man,
right?
I did not bring up AB. Yeah, there's no way in hell I brought up AB.
But you brought up football.
NFL dumb boy.
NFL dumb boy. Shut up. How do you have he owned the team too and got the team taken away from him? Was it an arena team?
Yeah.
It was an arena football team, right? Yeah. That was an arena football team.
No, he wasn't even paying them. That's how we got it taken away. He didn't pay them.
Oh, he did?
No, he wasn't paying them. They weren't getting their checks. And he had to pay some league stuff. He didn't pay that either. So
I know about the league fees that he didn't pay.
He didn't pay the team, did he?
That's crazy. That's crazy.
NFL dumb boy. Come on, he got to deal with ESPN. ESPN probably paying him to shut up because ain't no way they putting that man on TV.
I don't know what the partnership is, but we'll see.
The partnership is to keep him away.
You do nothing, we pay you.
We do nothing, we pay you. We will pay you. Oh, shout out to U.S. men's Olympic soccer team. They won the I can't even say it. The Continental Gold Cup. They whipped Trinidad and Tobago 6-0.
Now we got some viewers from Trinidad that might not like that.
I ain't got nothing to do with it. Talk to your team. They didn't show up.
Wasn't there a fight at that game?
No, that was a Mexico fight.
That was a Mexico game?
U.S. fight.
Okay.
Yeah, they Mexico was losing to the U.S. and then it was a nasty game, yo. Nasty game with all it was in Mexico and the U.S. was beating them so bad, and the Mexican players were getting mad and were just.
Well, I know Mexico played Haiti here just the other day.
Did they win?
Mexico?
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's look that up.
Yeah, I don't know. But the reason why I want to talk about soccer, MLS soccer just sold out 84,000 or 83,000. Somebody keep me correct there. Biggest sellout ever.
Mexico did win 3-1.
I kind of figured they did, but
3-1. Yeah.
But yeah, it was 83,000 people watching the MLS soccer game, all because everybody's anticipating Messi's
return.
Return.
Yeah,
he's not returning. He's never played in the league.
I'm just saying, his return.
Messi's a debut in the U.S.
Debut, return, same thing.
No, definitely not the same thing.
I know, I'm just sorry.
But yeah, I'm excited for that, but I'm not excited for the ticket prices. For Inter Miami.
Okay, since you brought up tickets, let's talk about these tickets and these fees on how they're a scam and how Sleepy Joe is actually talking about eliminating or doing something.
Just like you talked about eliminating school debt. Come on.
Well, these fees got to do something.
These fees got to go to them fees to get that fee to pay off that.
And they got to go somewhere. They just got to.
I had to drink some water on that because I didn't really want to talk about the damn fees, but since you brought it up.
It's
the rising cost. I brought up tickets. I didn't bring up fees.
But it just made me go there. It made me go there.
I don't know how.
Because I'm pissed off about it, man. Hold on. First of all, how the hell is some of these ticket fees double the price of what the fucking ticket value is in the first place? Explain that to me. And then you got some arenas that are cashless and you need to have a debit or credit card in order to.
Or you got to buy the card that's in there.
Or you got to buy the card that's in there in order to buy the tickets. And then you want to charge a processing fee. Hold on, I'm not done yet. How the fuck is the taxes on a $30 ticket $15? Explain that to me. Can somebody help it help me help you make it make sense? Somebody, please. I'm listening.
I'm gonna take it down to New York. Tell me why you mad, son. Tell me why you mad.
It's getting ridiculous. I can't tell you how many times, like, me and the wife want to go out to a show, to a game, to this, to that. Now, I'm not saying that we rich and we got money and this, that, and everything else. I'm frugal. I'm a very frugal individual.
In case y'all don't know, that's code for cheap. Keep going.
Like Chulu said, all hustle. It is. I'm not that cheap, but I am frugal. So what I meant to say is this.
What the hell did you just say?
I'm not cheap. I'm frugal.
No, you said you're not that cheap. You're frugal.
I'm not that cheap.
Don't make me have your wife type in.
Why we gotta bring the wives involved?
Hey.
Why we got to bring the wives involved?
Don't make me go there.
Why we got to bring the wives involved? Help me make sense of that.
Why are you getting scared?
Because I don't need my business. No, but
you're puckered up on me over here, man. Say it with your chest. Don't get quiet now.
No, at the end of the day, it's sad when you want to go out and enjoy something and you find tickets at a decent price, a decent section, and everything else like that. Don't get me started even on that. Talking about a $30 ticket, you spend $60 for one person. What kind of?
Where?
Quick story. The wife and I wanted to surprise her and just say, let's go to a Mercury game, right? A couple dollars, whatever case may be. So I'm like, we drive down there. I pay for parking the whole 9 yards. We go to get the tickets, right? They talking about for 2 tickets, it was $120.
I would ask y'all take food stamps. I ain't got food stamps.
And we were trying to get $30 tickets. So $30 a piece, you would think it would be after taxes no more than what, $75?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a plug real quick. So those of you that are veterans, go to vettix.com and sign up. Because all you do is pay fees. That's it. You don't pay for the tickets. You get and a lot of times you get great seats, especially for football. Football and Mercury.
Football you do.
And football and WNBA games.
WNBA games, some NASCAR, you'll get some good seats at. I saw they got the Arizona Black Rodeo up on there.
Yeah. Yep. So those of you that are veterans, go on there for wherever you're from, and you can put your area in, and you'll find tickets. Now,
time out. Don't knock the Mercury game. Don't knock the Mercury game.
I'll let you do that.
Don't. Sometimes, look, I can't get to a Suns game this.
It ain't about getting to a Suns game. Sometimes I get tired of the flopping, the yelling, name calling, the fundamentals, no fundamentals. You go
to a Mercury game. The experience is there. I'm just going to say
it's a lot more fun.
The experience is there. Yes, there are some interesting people there, but they help make the experience that good. It was a good experience.
He's being nice.
We went to a Mercury game and had fun.
We went to the indoor football league.
Yeah,
we went to Mercury games.
Did we go to the Cardinals preseason game versus the Broncos? Was you at that one?
This year?
No, a couple years ago.
Yeah, I went to that one a couple years ago.
Okay.
But it's like, yo, man, I'm going to Orioles game when they come to town.
Oh, okay. I feel, yeah. I feel what you're talking about now. But yes, bro, almost $120 for 2 tickets
for the last place team in the WNBA. I'm just going to put it out there.
Yeah, exactly. Ridiculous.
But I don't hate. I just hate the prices.
I'm not a player. I just hate the prices.
But I don't like. All right, y'all want to know? I didn't say anything the whole time about the fees. The reason being, I don't understand what they're for because you still got to pay for parking. You pay a parking fee and you got $20 in fees. Like, make it make sense. If anything, if I'm paying a fee, kind of like when you go to a resort, the resort fee's built in for parking. So why not do the thing for these games too? It should be built into the parking, right? Now they say Sleepy Joe with his cocaine addiction is trying
Stop. We don't know if it was his or not. It might have been 100, but we don't know.
Probably both of this.
We don't know.
It's all in the same, all in the family. All in the family. But you know what? Y'all support.
Support what?
I'm about to say support. Getting rid of these fees.
Oh, okay. I was wondering where you.
I only said one word and I could stop. I had to take a breath. But these fees, man, it's just
ridiculous.
But I will tell you this: go to Groupon.
Groupon has good deals.
They don't have fees
on event tickets.
Yeah, the event that was talking about this weekend. There's no fees on it. It's just a flat price.
Because they probably got a fee that's already built into the price.
Considering the tickets are $25, and when you go to Groupon, it's $25, not for the lawn, just to sit in the seats. Where's it built in at?
Okay.
So yeah, it's there. So you gotta also what you gotta do is you gotta hustle to get the right price. Unfortunately, there's no right or wrong way. You can try and scout, but there's a good chance you might not get a good ticket. So, because them scalpers, man, they be having some deals for some games.
Oh, this is one thing that I want to ask you. So we asked everybody how their 4th was. How was your 4th? What did you do?
The 4th?
Yeah, yesterday.
You know goddamn well what I did yesterday. I went. The mall was just you know what? I love Phoenix because they had, I guess, celebration at Indian Steel Park.
Still Indian School Park. Can you ever get it right?
Hell no. They had an event there, so the mall was almost completely empty. You saw the people was packed, probably going to see the movies, but it was really the mall was empty. You could walk in and walk out because I had to exchange something at the mall and pick up. My ring was ready to pick up. It was nice and quiet. I was in and out, could walk through. do my little browsing that I like to do sometimes, or see if there's something I really want to get, and call it a day. Now, other than that, then we went to I think one of the hottest houses in Phoenix. We went to a pool party, but it was hot outside, and it was just as hot inside. So we didn't stay long. We stayed long enough to mingle with everybody, and then we came home. We're still recovering from the weekend because the first, we had the little bachelorette place, the pool party, had enough people, and then also Friday night went out. So it was a long weekend. So yeah, and then when I got home, I did watch that movie I told you about, documentary on Black Wall Street.
Black Wall Street.
I was going to talk about that a little bit today, but we don't have the time.
We'll wait until another day for that one.
Because some things out of that.
The reason why I was asking you in regards to how your
in other words, I celebrated.
Okay, so part of the reason why I asked you why or how your 4th was because I was at that same pool party with you, and we left that pool party as well to come home to a whole damn war zone. Cops driving through the neighborhood, stopping people from lighting fireworks going off so damn.
I can tell you, this neighborhood, my neighborhood, they wouldn't stop shit. At 11 o'clock at night, my wife was going to bed. She's like, "Am I going to deal with this all night?" I was
yep,
like,
probably.
You know by now, from June 1st until September 15th. Y'all said, why September? That's just the way to do it out here.
From July 4th to Labor Day.
Not even July. They start in June. Once they start selling them damn fireworks, everybody all over the place been buying the M80s and everything. It was just pow, 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 all over the place.
But that's part of the reason why I love the winter season, because I have set dates for when I burn. I burn starting Thanksgiving, going all the way until Valentine's Day. After Valentine's Day, I stop burning. Because, the whole fireplace, nice and romantic and all that good stuff. After that, I'm done. I'm done. Yeah. My wife's going to kill me. I don't care, though. Anyway, folks, another episode in the books. Thank you for tuning in this week. Stay tuned next week. We are going to have a special guest next week. Don't know who it is yet, but you will find out.
What the hell?
They don't know who it is yet, but they will find out.
You just said you don't know who
I meant to say they don't know who it is yet. Follow me. Work with me here. Work with me here. You just sit there and be quiet.
I'm just here so I don't get fined, y'all. That's all.
Hey, look. Tune in next week and see what we're talking about. Why you always got to do that, man?
What do what?
Embarrass me like that.
You embarrassed yourself with that.
No, you help
me. Even your wife laughing at you.
You help me.
I didn't help.